That color page, though. That color page. So, wow. That color page looks fantastic. But, also in that color page, there's quite a few things that hint at the possibility of who might be the mole. The spy for the demons. Now, there's a couple throughout the cover page you can kind of guess. For one, two characters that come to mind is the two adult kids that have kind of been shown every so often, every single chapter. For instance, the Glasses Girl, or her friend. We've seen these two characters multiple times throughout the recent chapters of The Promised Neverland. And you see where the Glasses Girl in every single chapter, she's always has this like suspicious panel constantly staring at our characters. And if you look at this chapter and the information that was revealed with how the mother, Isabella, she knows about everything that's going on, she already has everything worked out correctly, then there's someone obviously feeding information, and instantly all eyes point towards the Glasses Girl and her being suspicious. And if you look at the color page, out of all the characters on the color page, you have one that is completely upside down, and that would be the Glasses Girl. And look at her shadow is upside down, and if you compare everybody else's shadow, then you have it to where all their shadows are correctly going the proper position straight up, while she's completely upside down. But here's another thing too, while looking at all the individual shadows, I noticed there was one shadow in particular that stood out amongst everyone else's, besides the upside down girls. Look at the child right to the right of Emma in the color page, and you will see a shadow with a monstrous type figure with a head. Now, this could obviously be a way to kind of say that we're just trying to be thrown off. Maybe the author's trying to throw us off and make us think it might be the kid, or maybe it's trying to throw us off from thinking the Glasses Girl is. But regardless, though, in the cover page of this week's chapter, the chapter that reveals that there is definitely a spy amongst the children, a demon spy or something, one of the children have a shadow of a demon head. Pretty interesting stuff if you take a moment to factor all that in. Now, getting off of that, let's talk about Norman. Norman as a character, you can see at the end of the chapter, he is having a psychotic breakdown or prepping himself up for something he's about to do. For instance, murder a human being. And as I've already stated, this is something that not any child of their age should have to do or even do in the first place, because it's a horrible act. It's still murder. Regardless of what the mother wants to do, what Isabella's true goal is, it's still a horrible act to kill someone, especially at their age. That's gonna fuck with their mind. It's gonna really warp their mind once everything is said and done, and if they manage to survive it. And so, Norman, at the end of the chapter, you see to where he's freaking out. Like, he's straight up stressed. You see the stress on his face, the way the author, the mangaka, was just drawing him, and you see how he's like, I need to change my way of thinking. I need to stop thinking like I was doing, because the mama already knows everything we're thinking. I need to change my way of thinking. I need to protect Emma, and I need to save everyone else, set them free. And I noticed amongst that dialogue, Norman showcased that he still cares about Emma, but he didn't mention Ray at all. And as I've already stated, this is the strange thing about his character. As a character, he seems to be one of those characters in the manga that is going to sacrifice himself or sacrifice everyone else just to save the main female character, Emma. I could see that being the main thing that's going to happen at the end of this arc. Maybe Ray and Norman are going to realize that everything is fucked, everything's gone, and Norman's going to say, like, fuck it, we're going to sacrifice all ourselves. And, you know, Ray might not even know about it, and Emma might not know about it, and even the children might not know about it, but Norman might try to pull something, and he might get everyone else killed for Emma could be protected and escape from this, you know, farm. I could see something like that happening with his, like, breakdown he's going through, or this thought process he has at the end of the chapter. We find out what Isabella has been doing. Why does Isabella look so calm? Like, nothing is really wrong. And as we know, when Isabella, the mother, she brought in the new helper to help her out, it was like a safety precaution. For instance, if shit hit the fan and got any worse, Isabella would call upon the sister to help her for she can make everything stay under control. Now, with the reveal of this chapter, we found out that Isabella has been playing the sister the entire time. Every chapter, these recent chapters to where the sister's going behind Isabella's back, trying to do some dirty, shady shit, trying to find out who the children are that are trying to escape. Mom already figured all this out. The mother already figured all of it out. She knew who the spies were the entire time, and she's just been playing everyone into a net, and that's what's been going on. And so leads to the, like, introduction of one of the big crucial things right now. The mother, Isabella, she already knows. She already knows who the people are that need to try to escape. For instance, she knows it's Emma, she knows it's Ray, she knows that it's Norman. She's already fully aware of this because of a spy that's amongst their ranks. And so that's why she's very calm, why she's not really trying to do nothing, because at this time, everything they've tried to do is falling within her plans, her calculated plan she already has set out. So they're just following along with what she wants to do. She knows how they think, she knows how to manipulate them, and she's just putting all this pressure on them to let them know that you can't escape. I know what you're gonna do. I've raised you all these years. I know how you think. And so, yeah, a lot of tension building up with this chapter, and it makes you wonder how easy it's gonna be probably to try to kill them. As we know, the sister will be easy to take care of, but when it comes to Isabella, that's a whole new can of worms, because she knows how they think, she's already calculated everything, and even if they manage to kill the sister, there's still the possibility that there's some form of tracker or notification if one of the mothers die, which was brought up in this chapter, which I respect that. I am just so glad the writer of this manga is actually doing a very good job with explaining the situation at hand. I mean, if this is advanced demons, and, you know, they're very smart, and they're trying to turn human children into food for themselves, I mean, obviously they need to put up some safety precautions. It would be too stupid if there's such an advanced civilization if they were able to enslave humanity, and they didn't put some form of trackers on the children and also the adults as well that's watching over the children. It would be very stupid, and it would be something that would be a, you know, a safety flaw amongst their entire operation. So if the mother dies or an accident happens, it's a good thing that the demons actually put something in there, because they will know if one of their watchers are gone and the children might escape. And I mean, this is the big thing we have to take into consideration. Regardless if the children try to escape or not, anything can happen. For instance, a child can get sick for some reason, unless they have some form of medication that causes the children to never get sick. But I mean, the children get sick, one of them can die, something could happen, and the demons are notified, or the mother, she's just walking along, and one day she slips and falls and breaks her neck. I mean, I'm not even joking. Something like that could happen. Seriously, just walking, slip, and you would break your neck, and that's GG right there. And so the demons need to have some form of system to where they can get notified if something happens to the people they have in charge on the farm. And that's the, you know, the problem right now that the children is facing. Even if they could sneak up to the sister and incapacitate her and probably slit her throat, that's not the way to go about it, because, I mean, obviously there might be some form of notification of the demons, or Isabella, she'll realize what's going on, and then she'll put a stop to it rather quickly. So, because of this, they need to figure out a way they can knock out the mother and also the helper and incapacitate them, for they can't really do anything at the time being, for the children can escape. So it's going to be a relatively hard escape plan. It's like, you know, trying to break out of prison. I can't wait to see what direction the story is going to go, and all hell's going to break loose in November, according to the date we found out in this chapter. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.